Damn it, I broke something.
So why does everyone insist that Ocarina of Time is the only best game ever?
I didn't know people insisted that.
Oh yeah, like absolutely. Like the internet insists there's
Well, that was
no
Final
game
Fantasy
better.
VII.
No, people insist that Ocarina of Time is.
I thought
like,
Breath of the Wild was the best Zelda game, though.
That's what confuses me too. But everyone says that Ocarina of Time is the best game ever, and I don't know.
Reel in!
I don't like 3D Zelda games.
Well, that means it's like not your favorite game ever.
Yeah, but that automatically means that I don't think of it as the best game ever.
Not necessarily. A game can be good even if you don't like it. Like Mega Man X6. It's a terrible game, but I like it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call it the best game ever.
Alright. But well, that's because it's bad. Oh, yeah.
No, you're not. No, we cut the video for a minute.
Why can't fishing happen? Oh, I hate it. I hate fishing.
They were your least favorite Sonic labels. Labels.
Alright, reel it in.
Label. Label.
Okay! God damn it, I caught it!
What's that mean?
I mean... I think...
Oh, you ran into it, you mean?
No, I mean, I caught it, but I got too close.
Oh.
Which means maybe it's possible, at least.
This level's dumb.
It is. There's definitely no clear intended solution. Not at all.
Maybe you're supposed to, like, shoot multiple cannons at it.
See, I don't understand why I keep losing my grip on it.
Just to make you upset.
I feel like I'm playing Sonic Adventure Deluxe. Like, when I hook it and then just randomly I just randomly lose it for no reason. I see. That's definitely part of what's happening. I have all my hooks are grabbing each other. Oh,
So they're too close together.
Yeah, but there's a problem. I'm also using ballast, which is less durable, but wood will be destroyed if it gets there. I don't see why I can't just attach the rope to the grabber directly. I still am not clear if I'm grabbing it or not. Occasionally it's moving, but when I look, nothing's holding it. I missed. Catch it on the upswing? No. The anti-gravity certainly is not helping. Damn it. Alright, I'm falling into it. Did I grab it? No, it's like things are bumping against it. Alright, that does it. No one solved this the way I solved it before, but it seems to be the most efficient method right now. Stealer failed, but the carrier base didn't. Time to just stick a bunch of bombs on this. I'm actually going to make the carrier base carry more. Oops. Oops. Something's biting. Oh. I see. Streaming live Besiege, Besiege. Part of me looks forward to streaming X6. I don't know if it should, though. Probably not if it's a bad game.
What is?
X6.
What about it?
Part of me looks forward to streaming it, but I'm not sure if it should. Oh, this is the grid. Drop my bombs 4 at a time and hope I can actually carry this many bombs in the first place. This is enough bombs to be good, though. It should be. Is this going to be better than my old bomber, I wonder? Are my new creations going to be better than my old ones? That doesn't seem right. Lol. No, that's bad. I did a bad thing. I fixed it, I think. I hope. Otherwise, it's a mistake in my bomber. Goodness, this bomber's gonna have more bombs than I expected. Alright, that's 20 bombs assigned. Here's where things will get trickier. Here's the 6th salvo. A group of dropped bombs. Would that be a salvo of bombs? What do you call a large gathering of bombs?
A simultaneous discharge of artillery or other guns in battle. So I suppose
It's not really a gun, though. It's just
it
releasing.
says artillery or guns.
Or dropped bombs artillery?
I guess. I don't know.
You're the military, man.
No, I'm not.
You are now.
No.
No. Oh, these bombs are all the way up here. Alright. It's not elegant, but it sure is beautiful.
Oh yeah, we never finished this.
What?
AI weirdness.
Oh, we didn't?
This neural net knows what smells good. Last week I trained a neural net on 1,000 candles, and soon it was producing scents like frozen styrofoam, volcanoes comfort, lemon lime decay, and
Oh, no.
friendly wetsuit.
Yeah, cherry and lemonade are a really good combination.
Okay. We have to just imagine what these would smell like, or in some cases, try not to imagine. But what if the neural net could describe them? Amy Pauline offered to help out, developing a web scraping tool that could browse candle sites and collect candle names and descriptions. After just 72 descriptions, though, she had to admit defeat. The tool can't tell the difference between the product description and hordes of enthused human users gushing about how the scent of seagulls takes them back to fantasies of fresh wash hanging on the line. And I guess I'm okay with how I couldn't anticipate that. I trained GPT-2 on the ridiculously tiny list of candle descriptions, but let it learn only a few seconds before halting. If I let it go longer, it might memorize the examples. I didn't expect much of a neural net trained under these circumstances, but when I asked it to generate text, I got things that were, well, they were candle descriptions. An oyster roast. An amber sea creature mumbles and takes its sweet perfume. The smell turns heads and then descends into the sea. The sea is rich and salty and warm and delicious.
Is it now?
Rowan's Flora Garden. Floor to root. Entry, the candle is shelled. Raisins, citrus, ear nut, and strawberry inside lush bouquet-lined rose. Despite its tiny bit of training data, the neural net was able to draw on boatloads of similar text it had seen during its previous general online training. Oh, you mean this sort of stuff. I'm not exactly sure where it got some of this stuff from. Festus. Freshly marbled water, only 2% sulfur. Perfect for when your face emits ultraviolet light. This decadent beret and floral-laden concoction adds a warm undertone of fresh scent, with notes of water, lemon essence, wabi wax, and
What's wabi
bergamot.
wax?
And bergamot, or bergamot. Sometimes it seems to be doing perfumes, or health supplements, or beer, or mixed drinks. Chrysanthemum. Traditionally associated with bad post-apocalyptic stories, this drink conjures up images of a dark lab, smoldering and broken. A smoky, fruity scent radiates from the lily of the valley, and with every whiff of citrus and tropical fruit on hand, each smell quenches the 1,000 notes of chrysanthemum.
What?
It sounds like an attack from some sort of anime.
What does?
That description.
That's the description of an attack.
Yeah. The neural net wasn't supposed to be trained on French, but it saw just enough French that it thought it could fake it. It's bad at French.
Oh, it said that?
Yeah. Bacon peppercorn. Bouve seguin comme vertus au philosie at un cherche platke med demer.
Shush.
Salut leur firmamente gris. Ça c'est au bien grand dauphin. I have no idea if I even remotely pronounced any of it correctly, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't mean anything. Its favorite scent is clearly patchouli. I saw so many candles like this. Woodsy in rose. The ghostly scent of sage overtones at sunset. A rich and earthy lily of the valley. Captured in amber and petal with notes of
Whoa!
with notes of jasmine, patchouli, and leather patchouli.
What does that mean?
This ancient Roman incense-laden incense candle measures 3.5 by 2.5 feet with a base of chrysanthemums and lends a patchouli-tinged touch to any room smell when open.
Is that something we want?
3.5 by 2.5 foot candle.
It's big.
These are so characteristic of a neural net text. It's good at matching surface features like vocab and turns of phrase, but experiments like this show that it has no deeper understanding of what it is doing. It can come up with new ideas, but it doesn't know the difference between an interesting idea and a terrible one. Warm blood water swatch. This evening's cold wash brings warmth and pleasantly sweet notes of fresh lime, vanilla, and warm water across a warm and damp back.
Warm and damp. Oh, it's hard to get a good camera for this machine.
Why?
I just wish I could look straight down, but I can't.
No.
For true tracking, I don't know what that means, but it's not what I want. First person, it doesn't help.
One candle that is a recipe that tells you to add 1/2 a pebble and sacrifice 1 to 2 pounds of short, straight cut pecan.
Sacrifice it?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Yes. court cases that sound like the weirdest fights. In the course of running a blog where I train neural nets to imitate human things, I have the fun of sometimes being introduced to things that I didn't know very much about, like knitting or crochet, or the common names of mushrooms, or the names of high school robot teams. Blog reader Clark S. introduced me to a new area, that in the REM jurisdiction cases. What are these? One of the quirks of the U.S. legal system is that certain cases in court will be set up against inanimate objects, something to do with the process of seizing contraband or dangerous goods. I still don't really understand it, but the court cases are called in REM jurisdiction cases. And they end up sounding oddly like they're asking which would win a fight. Some of the strangest have included the United States versus approximately 64,695 pounds of shark fins. The United States versus 12 200-foot reels of film. The United States versus one book called Ulysses. The United States versus one Tyrannosaurus Batar skeleton.
What is this supposed to be?
United States versus one solid gold object in the form of a rooster. Quantity of books versus Kansas. South Dakota versus 15 impounded cats. Those are the real ones. The real ones.
Doesn't mean anything.
What would it be like when imitated by a neural net? I used the neural net called GPT-2, which learned millions of web pages, when I gave it the list above and asked it to add to the list via talktotransformer.com. It tried to pick similar kinds of words and phrases, but didn't know what things are likely to be seized by the U.S. government. Texas versus one small dog with a napkin near it.
The napkin really does make it a lot better.
South Dakota versus 8 holes in a rubber floor.
The dog is the best one. Probably.
Tennessee versus one picture of an adorable Phantom of the Opera.
What does that mean?
Texas versus one plate of bread. France versus 3 odor-producing insects. The United States versus an overcrowded hole in the ground. The United States versus 512 otters. The United States versus 2 packs of filthy watermelon pretzels. South Dakota versus 1 bobcat. There would be a story behind these for sure. The next few would probably fall under dangerous goods category, or maybe perfectly normal goods if everything on the internet is real category. As far as the neural net knows, everything on the internet is real, because the internet training data is all it knows exists. I did not try to illustrate them because, well, South Dakota versus apparition at a shoe store. United States versus a disturbing weather forecast. Beware of the video.
What does that mean?
United States versus one shipping package that looks like it's made of stem cells.
I don't know what it looks like. It probably would not look good, but...
West Virginia versus all bone servants from a post office box.
The bone servants? What is a bone servant?
United States versus one man with numerous foot-wide gibberellic organs.
Oh no.
The United States versus several floating hoops. The United States versus 90,877 pounds of human hair.
Oh no.
The United States versus approximately 213,187 cattle heads.
This is not good for anybody.
But yes, you were right. The dog next to the napkin is probably the best.
Next to a napkin makes it so much sillier. Oh my god.
Alright, and what are the bonus materials on these two?
Hey, careful, that's Wario talk. You might want to reboot your There's the Wobble-matic. Is he died?
Lighthouse Tower. A sea hook that makes entrance accentuitous. The sun sets at 6:30 and leaves the area at a star-filled jagged edge. These are candles, by the way.
Oh.
The brush. A scent of betrayal and madness mixed with delicate leather borrowed from a bouton d'être.
What's that?
D'être, rather. Bouton d'être. Hash. Indestructible, mysterious, and white smoke of a mountain.
It's indestructible and mysterious. Good.
Bright furnace. Dark plants resist light. Oily things of wisdom are entwined in unearthly sparkles of life and love. Its leaf and skin crimson cedar base represent complex sculptural movements and rich colors that leave the room for powerful melodies, comforting aromas, and sweet notes of warm citrus and tarragon. Corpus Christi. With glowing wax, I hear a rustling of wood, and the wind is softly caressed. I wrap my head around and peer at the varied fish and berries. Maybe when the sea lights up, the jewel is truly revealed. I loose my summer clothes and take a long walk towards the high hills. Tomorrow will see the dawn, and then the moon sets. The wood. The wood is enchanted with her own unique scent. The scent of unbleached soil and clean air is intoxicating, with earthly notes of coriander, of course, and dark hyssop and candied reed mix well with leather. Leather seat of luxury, and dark gold lace for a sturdily boned profile. It is so enchanting that your only worries are that it will take a beating at first. The beetle has not been there for hours, and then your excitement will dim and suddenly turn to fright.
What?
Herbes panis. Panache! I've always liked the smell of burnt patchouli petals, but when I think of perfume, I'm left with this French family classic. It's made from 3 types of reed: cotton, espresso, and patchouli, none of which are reeds. It smells of warm vetiver musk. Vetiver musk?
Is that a good thing?
Spicy licorice and earth. It is made from heavy rain dew, and marshmallows touch the base of any scent. An aromatic, sensual perfume, it has her share of hallmarks. Notes of staph, like the disease, staph infection, staph.
That's wonderful.
And musk and vanilla bean. This shisha sashma blend puts lots for sale from reputable retailers.
What?
And is ready to go when your whole family shies back.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Is that English?
I don't think so. Summer herb. Bloomers of paradise. Amazed by the aromas of rose petal and the comforting scent of whole grain fresh air.
Whole grain air and the petals of petals.
Warm homes. This candle tastes exactly what you want. Warm, moist air between 2 sheets of sleeping cloth. That's one way of calling it, I guess. It has the, quote, syrupy but unpretentious heat, end quote, profile of a cold room. It's warm, sensitive to